Hello everyone. So yesterday I was able to watch The Gray Man on Netflix. This is a new film, Netflix original by the Russo brothers. So Anthony and Joe Russo, you might know from directing some of my favorite MCU films from of course Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, Captain America Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, those ones. So and also too they did Cherry last year with Tom Holland's, but now they're back with a film that clocks in at just a little over 2 hours. It stars Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, Anna De Adams, Jessica Henwick's in this. It has honestly a pretty good cast. Billy Bob Thornton's in this as well. But yeah, without further ado, let me get into my review of The Gray Man. So I've never read the novel that this book was inspired on, so I can't really speak to how accurate it is or how it compares to the book. So there's not going to be any of that in my review. But the Gray Man. So when the CIA's most skilled operative, whose identity is known to no one, he's just known as the Gray Man, and he's played by Ryan Gosling. He accidentally uncovers a dark agency secrets, which leads this organization to send an absolute psychopathic former colleague of his upon him, and that's played by Chris Evans. There's a bounty on his head, and this guy basically has no rule that he will not break to get the job done. And so it sets off a global manhunt by international assassins against Ryan Gosling's character, who's trying to again uncover a very dark truth. So when it comes to this film, I don't watching the trailers, I wasn't too certain if this was going to be anything worthwhile to watch. I found that it looked pretty generic in a lot of ways. Action might be decent, but really over the top. And I found that's kind of exactly what translated into this movie, where there is some great action and it's absolutely brutal. It's definitely no holds barred and darker action, but I just found that there's not really much of a story to follow here. Nothing that interested me at all. I was just kind of waiting for the next fight scene to happen because I found that those were decently well done. But again, I found a lot of them were just so over the top and so goofy or put in the situations that the movie itself was kind of making fun of in ways, but just again, things that it would never play out in this way. And I found it a little annoying and tough to watch where there's times again where Ryan Gosling's character is handcuffed to the bench, but none of the assassins, like again, some of the best wet teams in the entire world can run around the bench and shoot him. It was kind of boggling me a lot. So much international destruction that's going on that felt so over the top and again not believable in a lot of ways. But it was cool to watch and how they pulled off some of the stunts. I'm certain it was really, really fun to do, and it was fun to watch in that way. But Ryan Gosling and a lot of the people I found in this were just asked to play very bland and one-dimensional characters that don't really have much change to them or much interesting things to them. But Chris Evans is really good in this film where he just brings a lot of charisma and again just crazy, very dark and brutal action that he brings to his character again, where he's just killing people left, right, and center with absolute no hesitation, and just the kind of charm that he has to his character. I thought he definitely had a lot of fun playing this role, and I did really like watching his character on screen, and he definitely stole the show for me in a lot of ways. But I found when it came to a lot of the characters' fates, things just again the story was not great. It wrapped up in ways that just weren't entertaining to me or I found logical, or again, just very simple and bland was a lot of what I got about the Gray Man here. And I just feel like there was something really good in the premise of this story. I mean, it sounds pretty cool, but they just went again for a generic version of this. And I know the Russos are a lot better, and especially when this was a $200 million movie, I expected to be a little bit better in a lot of ways, and again, just be a lot more sensical because it's a very nonsensical action film, but trying to make it seem realistic in a lot of other ways that again I just didn't find those meshed all too well to one another. Like I said, it is entertaining in a lot of ways. There is, I mean, it being an international manhunt, they do go to some really cool places and they have decent cinematography, especially in the first scene in Bangkok. I found that there was some just great visuals, but again, some of that magic I just didn't feel really translated to the entirety of this film, and there's a lot that again just really felt out of place or like there needed to be a lot more, especially with the characters in this film. So really with everything they get taking together, I'm gonna have to give The Gray Man on Netflix a 5 out of 10. I mean, if you just want to watch something easy, nonsensical action movie, it's definitely one to do it to, but it's nothing special, nothing groundbreaking, doesn't really change anything, or again, just to me it didn't really do a whole lot to make me excited in a lot of ways. But I mean, it's okay again if you just want to go for a quick romp. But of course, if you've seen The Gray Man, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. And if you liked this review, definitely give it a thumbs up. And you can check out everything I do on the channel through and playlist down below, and I'll link them up top here for convenience sake. Thank you for subscribing and turn that little ringer on so you know when I upload new videos. If you want to check out everything I do Twitch and live stream wise, link to that's in the description of this video, and of course my channel bio. And in both of those places, there's a link to the Media Mountain, which is my Discord where we talk about movies, video games, comic books, TV, pretty much everything that's awesome in this world. So you can definitely join that amazing community. I'll make it even more amazing than it is already. And yeah, just awesome, guys.
Sky blue eyes, I see a world behind them. No more time sinking into the side.